It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who's actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming. But who does actually strive to do the deeds? Who knows in great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who know neither victory nor defeat. Theodore Roosevelt once said this in 1910 during his speech, Citizenship in a Republic in Paris. Roosevelt, the 26th President of the United States, was known for his drive, energy, and passion for our country. He was a man whose actions often spoke louder than his words. He believed that true honor came not from being a bystander, but by taking action and stepping into challenges with courage, resilience, and confidence. In simpler terms, Roosevelt is basically saying that courage will always beat out perfection. He shows how it is easy to criticize people, but it is hard to be courageous. In life, we are going to fail again and again and again. He tells us mistakes are part of the process, and that the person who gets back up and continues trying is the one who matters. The man in the arena is a call to action. It's a call to be brave, to be resilient, and to embrace your mistakes instead of running from them. One of the best examples of this story is Michael Jordan. Known as one of the greatest basketball players of all time, Jordan was actually cut from his high school basketball team. Instead of quitting, though, Jordan worked hard every day. He did drills, played pickup, and took advantage of every single chance he could to play basketball. Eventually, Jordan did make his varsity team, and he went on to play Division I basketball at the University of North Carolina, where he would end up making the game-winning shot at the NCAA National Championship in 1982. Later, he would go on to the NBA and become the greatest player of all time. Reflecting on his journey to get where he was, he famously said, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." Jordan's story perfectly represents the man in the arena. He failed and was criticized by others, but he stayed in the arena and embraced the struggle. In the end, he succeeded. All of us have our own arena. The classroom, the court, the stage, the workplace. There will always be critics watching from the stands, ready to point out our mistakes. But Roosevelt's message tells us to ignore them and step forward anyways. If you try something new, you might fail. You might fall short, but that's okay, because every time you get back up, you get stronger. The people who truly make a difference aren't the ones who play it safe. They are the ones who take risks. So whatever your dream is, pursue it boldly. Enter your arena with courage, give it everything you have. And if you stumble, stumble forward. Because in the end, it's better to be the one covered in dust and sweat than to be the one who never tried at all. Thank you.